Hi guys, it's Winged Love and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I have tons and tons of tips and videos and poems and writings and thoughts and feelings that I want to share with you guys, and I hope that you guys continue to come back. So today I want to talk about 5 tips to prepare yourself for love. We're just going to jump right into it. Number 1, love yourself. I cannot stress to you the importance of your own self-image to yourself. I cannot stress to you how important it is to love yourself. You have to make a choice. You have to decide that I or you are worth loving wholly and completely. Look at yourself in the mirror. Look at your body. Notice the way that you talk, the way that you walk, and fall in love with everything that you are. Because if you can't love all of you, you cannot expect someone else to. If you can't love all of you, you cannot expect someone else to. And in my previous video, I mentioned a young woman by the name of Teal Swan. She actually has her own YouTube channel. And I discovered her, and she asked the question, what would someone who loved themselves do? And I want to challenge you guys to ask yourself this question every day. Every day in any situation that it applies. Anything you're contemplating. What would someone who loved themselves do in this situation? And you have to make a choice that you are worth loving and you are worth the best that your life has to offer you. And you have to make the decision to go after it. Number 2, 5 tips how to prepare yourself for love is have an open heart. You can't let love in if you're closed off, if you're bottled up, if your walls are up, if you're uptight, if you're mad and angry with love. You have to release all of those negative energies and decide that you're going to have an open heart, a free heart to love. You have to forgive yourself first and forgive others, those who have harmed you and done wrong to you. You have to forgive them and set them free. Because when you don't forgive, you hold on to that person. You hold on to what they've done. You hold on to that anger and that bitterness that you feel when you haven't forgiven someone. And there you have this collection of pain that you have just stored away. And you can't expect to love freely with an open heart, with all of these things stacked up. It holds you back. So you have to forgive yourself and you have to forgive others. Okay? And let go of fear. Let go of your fears of being hurt again. I know how it is. I've been there. Once you've been hurt by someone you love and trust, it's hard to put that trust back into someone else. But if you're fearful from the beginning, you'll be fearful throughout the entire process. You'll be holding yourself back from experiencing the largest forms of love. You'll be holding yourself back. I read this quote once, and it said that loving someone is giving them the power to destroy you, but trusting that they won't. It's giving your partner everything, all of your trust, no fear, giving them the power to hurt you, to destroy you, but trusting that they won't. And you really have to have this type of mentality going into a relationship so that you know what you're expecting from yourself in this relationship. Because too often we put the pressure on whoever it is that we're dating or getting to know. We put all of this pressure on them. But seldom do we ever put the pressure on ourselves. And we really need to be able to ask ourselves these questions. Can I release? Can I love with an open heart? Can I forgive others for hurting me? Can I release this fear? All right. Number 3. The third way to prepare yourself for love. Know what you want. Know what you want. Know what you're looking for. And instead of writing down what you want in a partner, write down what you don't want or what you don't need in a partner. And I think that's important because a lot of times we're writing down all of the specifics of this dream guy, this dream girl that we have in our heads. And they have to have blue eyes. They have to have green eyes. They have to be this tall or this short and, have this degree and this type of car and live here and be here physically or, and there are just so many people out there. And what you do is you limit yourself. You limit the people that you can essentially be matched to. Because a lot of times what we think we want isn't what we necessarily need. So we put ourselves into these relationships based off of this imaginary list that we created. And we end up with someone that we wanted, but doesn't necessarily complement us as an individual. There are so many personality types out there. So many interesting people to meet or be introduced to. And the last thing you want to do is judge so quickly what you think that they have that you think that you want. And I think it's safer to ask the question, what don't I want? Because for me, I've been in some verbally abusive relationships. I've been in some verbally abusive relationships, and it really destroyed me. In the relationship, I was really emotionally destroyed because someone would verbally attack me and abuse me and make me feel small and empty. And so for my list of, the things that I don't want or I don't need in a partner is someone that's going to be hot-headed or quick-tempered. I need someone that's going to be slow to anger. Someone who talks with grace with me and is patient and understanding with me, because that's the type of person that I need in order to be my authentic self with, in order to be transparent with, in order to feel like we're on the same emotional level. I cannot be in a relationship with anyone that's going to emotionally destroy me, or mentally, or physically, because I've been in all three types of relationships. And it made it hard to trust. I really had to put in some work and dig deep in order to be able to trust again. So write down what you don't want, what you don't need. Take your experiences and apply them to, your potential partner or new partner, and start preparing yourself mentally to accept someone who fits you. You don't always have to meet someone, that likes to skate because you like to skate. He may not like to skate. She may not like to skate, but that's fine, because you never know what kind of emotional connection you guys are going to have. Because opposites do attract sometimes. So know what you want. Know what you want. Number 4, be the kind of person that you want to attract. And this kind of goes hand in hand with number 3. Be the type of person you want to attract. You can't be emotionally unstable and expect to attract someone on a higher vibration than you. If you want someone that has A, B, and C qualities, then you have to have or be A, B, and C qualities. If you want kindness, be kindness. If you want gentleness, be gentleness. Be what you want to attract. Every relationship is a reflection of you. Every relationship you decide to partake in is a reflection of you and who you are different parts of you and sides of you that maybe you need to notice. Maybe you need to change. Maybe you need to, take responsibility for. And this one was hard for me. Because like I said, I've dated some abusive type men. Hot-headed, hot-tempered. And it made me have to look at myself and say, is this who I am? Why do I attract these types of people? Because it was more than one. And they were back to back. And I had to look at myself in the mirror and change some parts of me. And I still have to do that. I still notice the relationships that I have. And what I can change about me based off of the reflection that I'm giving off or looking at. So be who you want to attract. And number 5 on 5 tips to help you prepare yourself for love is go forward. Stop going backwards. And I think a lot of you guys can relate to this one. We get into this vulnerable place where we just want love. We just want someone to share life with, to share our happiest moments and our saddest moments, someone to be there and understand us on a deeper level. And I think sometimes we're in such a desperation that we start to think, did I miss it? Did I miss it with what's his face? Or what's her face? Were they it for me? Or you'll be sitting there, just minding your own business, and somebody from the past will call you or text you. And all of a sudden they're sorry and they want you back. But we have to take those old relationships and figure out what lessons we were supposed to learn. Because they ended for a reason. And some of them, they might be fixable. You can make it work. It probably ended over nothing. It was probably a bad time for you or them, or, some relationships could essentially be worth it. But it becomes too much, you guys, when you start constantly looking back at everybody that you dated and thinking that they could be the one. You have to be gentle and you have to be patient. You have to understand that when you move forward, you're growing. When you move backwards, you're shrinking. You're shrinking yourself down to the old you. And as time goes on, we're supposed to mature. We're supposed to learn these lessons. We're supposed to take them and apply them to our future. We're supposed to be rising to our higher selves, to our higher vibration. And we can't do that if we're constantly looking back, trying to make something that didn't work out. And a lot of times we forget why they didn't work out. We only remember the good. I'm a witness. We only remember the good that they offered us, the way that they make us feel, because we have such a lack of it. We have such a lack of love surrounding us that's often the times that we pick up from our past when we felt loved, and then we think to go back to it. But we have to take into consideration the bad that came along with it. Because like I say, there's good and there's bad. And if you know the lower person of your ex or whoever, you already know their lower selves, and it contradicts who you are. It makes you uptight and uneasy. It makes you feel depleted and drained all of the time. Then this relationship is not for you. It's not going to help you in your growth to becoming your authentic self. It's not going to help you. You're going to continue to decrease, and your life is going to continue to go downhill, and you have to notice these patterns, and you have to change them while you can. So stop going backwards. Move forward. Move, rise, grow, mature. Forward is the only direction for that. And let go of everything that makes you feel like less of who you really are. Less of who you are. And you know who you really are. You know when you go in your room and close yourself in, you know what kind of thoughts you have and interests that you have, what kind of music you listen to, what kind of dreams you dream, what kind of goals you wish you could obtain. And stop worrying so much about fitting in with everybody else and how everybody else feels about your life and the path that you decide to make. So let go. Let go of everything that makes you feel less than who you are. Don't be the bird with the cut wings. Don't be reduced to a percentage lower than you know that you're worthy of. Embrace a love that allows you to fly, that gives you the freedom to be who you are. Everything that you dream of in your head, everything that you are internally. Embrace someone that is a reflection of that, and that encourages that authentic person to release themselves, to release itself. All right, guys, that was our video for today. 5 tips to help you prepare yourself for love. And I hope that you guys really take this into consideration, because it's really important to have the mentality for love and to have an open heart for love before you seek love. Now is the time to clean yourself up. Now is the time to get all of that soot and debris and all of those things that you've held on to and collected through every trial and hurt that you had to go through. Now is the time to clean that out and release it. Don't be the bird with the cut wings. Embrace a love that allows you to fly. I love you guys. I'm Winged Love, and until next time, peace.